The White House calls it an extraordinary gesture. For the first time, the president is traveling to Andrews Air Force Base to greet a visiting world leader.
The president as leader of a great country, the Pope as leader of a great faith, they can speak with some amount of moral authority in terms of issues that do matter across the globe.
Benedict XVI will be the second pontiff ever to visit the White House, the first Pope John Paul II during the Carter administration.
It comes at a very important time in terms of understanding the need to stop the spread of terrorism and the notion that violence and murder should be committed in the name of religion. It's an important time in terms of religious freedoms across the globe.
The president's counselor, Ed Gillespie, says Bush and the Pope share many common concerns: the culture of life, the fight against AIDS, and combating global disease. The White House welcome ceremony for the Pope is the first since 9/11 and expected to draw 10,000 guests to the White House lawn. Ambassador Nancy Brinker, head of the State Department's Office of Protocol, says security will be high.
These are the sorts of visits that take an inordinate amount of time, planning, forecasts, all kinds of things, and of course predicated on good weather. So that's another issue, and this visit will be met with the highest possible security and the highest possible safety.
Also expected, sightings of the Pope-mobile as Benedict delivers Mass Thursday to an estimated crowd of 46,000 in D.C.'s National Stadium and meets with fellow Catholics as well as leaders of other faiths.
People will have an opportunity as he holds Mass and as he addresses large groups of people in these stadiums. I think that there will be many opportunities, media opportunities, for people to see the breadth and the scope of this visit.
From Benedict's controversial comments about the evils of radical Islam to his recent baptism of a prominent former Muslim who converted, his stance on Islam has made him friends and enemies alike.
The Pope agrees with the president that we have to confront this ideology and this notion that you can justify not only violence but murder in the name of religion.
But the Pope has also opposed President Bush's war policy in Iraq, which raises questions about the fallout from his speech to the UN, slated for Friday.
There may be some tactical differences as to how best we do that and where we do that, but there is no doubt there is an agreement on the principle that we have to stand for religious freedom and for the stand against the notion that terrorism and murder can be justified in the name of religion.
After meeting with the president and spending time in the nation's capital, Pope Benedict heads to New York on Friday to deliver his UN address. He also plans to hold Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral and visit Ground Zero, the site of the 9/11 terrorist attacks, before heading back to the Vatican. Melissa Charbonneau, CBN News, the White House.